Nation. Yes, I made up that word. I make movie recommendations, so grab your snacks, press the subscribe button and your drinks, and let's get started. Jigsaw 5. What is the message? There's no secret as to what the movie's about. You really have to be airheaded, no offense, to not figure out what the message of Jigsaw is trying to show. He says it in every movie, loud and clear, and in no way is it the right way at all, and his twisted mind thinking torturing people to think for themselves in order to live is okay. But this is the fifth movie, and mind you, haven't seen the movies in a long time, so I hardly recall the fifth one. Basically, he takes away free will from these people and plays God essentially in his terms. In a very disturbing, gruesome way. It's trying to teach us to not hurt our bodies or hurt others with personal gain. And he wants us working as a group to advance in a healthy manner. Alright, in this movie, it's particularly set of people who work in business setting, and we all know big corporations are usually known as corrupted. And the story plays out somehow these people, without knowing each other, were actually working together. It was basically dominoes effect. But when they were stuck in his horrible room with all sorts of objects, they could have been alive if they actually just had listened to Jigsaw. But it was too late. Here it is, loud and clear, the message, just listen before it's too late. And what is good about it? Well, it's gross. There is suspense here and there. I get halfway intrigued with the characters that are being tortured, and it puts the message more clearly, only specifically for that part of the storyline. Then there is the graphics of the body pulling and whatnot. It just gave me chills, so gay. Give an A for that section. And lighting was the bluish and oranges, was I get wanted to be in sand dark tone because it got accomplished throughout the whole movie. And the wardrobes of the characters were according to each of them. Like, you can see the girl who first dies isn't wearing much to attract herself, but just stating she won't be in the film very long. Versus those who survive are more dressed up. And now moving on to what I dislike. The storyline, there was just so much back and forth. It was telling like 4 freaking stories into one. First about the cop, then the ex-wife, and then the agent seemed as a hero, now the other FBI agent, then the group of people, and it pulled me away from the group of who were just there. And I was more curious of what they have done. They could have put less of what the freaking cop was thinking, and the ending, well, it also just affected it because I understood the movie, but I also misguided maybe a bit because it's just too many jump cuts. I personally don't like to get fed everything, like, there's some mystery. Then there's the acting. Yeah, it's a horror movie, so acting will always be a 5-star. And also the woman who was less, that wig or haircut was really bothering me. And then there was the ending, sorry. And then I was like, what the fudge, it's not over? Of course not, because there's a 6th one. And they're trying to juice it out so much they aren't aware when you got something good and just let it be. Like, me gusta el chisme, pero tampoco. Who knows? As to I recommend this movie, only if you have a strong stomach, and do not recommend eating before or after during the movie. Just talking about experience, it gets better. And as well, if you have seen the previous movies, because then you will not understand it. And the whole series as entirety, this movie is cool for Halloween season. Your average gross movie that can make you look away, want to make you hug a pillow or a dog or whatever, whoever is close to you. Just warning, they do a lot of explaining around the third one, which they don't have to explain anything. They could have just stopped at third, honestly, and that's stretching it. I'm no screenwriter, no professional critic, so let's agree to disagree in the comments below. Click that flashy sign, and I'll see you in the next show.